Welcome to ConsidraCare. During this orientation today, we'll be going through an introduction about our company, our mission, caregiving standards, benefits and incentives provided to all of our PSWs, caregiving duties, universal precautions, app training, and the ways to succeed as an employee with ConsidraCare. ConsidraCare is an Ontario-incorporated caregiving services agency with a legal name TS Caregivers Inc. We screen, background check, and hire experienced caregivers who we then provide to seniors in need of care. We use an advanced technology platform to help caregivers get organized and complete their caregiving tasks. Our mission is to preserve dignity, protect independence, and deliver compassionate, individualized, and affordable care for seniors, while ensuring equity and respect for the caregivers and peace of mind for the families. Moving on, let's discuss the client's rights. All ConsidraCare clients have the right to receive considerate and respectful care, which includes care that is free of abuse, neglect, and harassment, effective communication including all of their questions answered. All ConsidraCare clients have the right to receive privacy and confidentiality in all of the information that's been given to the agency. All ConsidraCare clients have the right to also know their caregivers, to know the identity, professional status, experience of their caregivers. Each person affiliated with ConsidraCare must wear a name badge with their information on it while caring for a senior. All ConsidraCare clients have the right to participate in the decisions about their care, to include and exclude family or friends in decision making, to refuse care such as showering, medication, or companionship. Clients also have the responsibility to help ConsidraCare help them by providing accurate, updated health information about themselves, to assume responsibility for acting against medical advice, and or by refusing care, help, or assistance, such as showering, medication, and companionship. They also have the responsibility to treat all of the staff with dignity and respect, and to fully understand all aspects of the care plan and ask questions if needed. Moving on, let's discuss the caregiver standards. A ConsidraCare caregiver must always review the care plan prior to the scheduled shift, check in and check out of each shift in time. They do get a 7-minute window in order to check in and check out. They must be ethical, professional, punctual, safe, and reliable. All caregivers must dress professionally and maintain personal hygiene. They must update ConsidraCare immediately on changes in the condition of the client so that changes can be made to the care plan. Keep clients' information confidential and not share it verbally, in written, or through social media unless approved by the client. Keep receipts of the items purchased for the client when or if groceries are done for the client. Personal appearance policy. All of the caregivers must dress in a manner that is normally acceptable in a similar business establishment. The wearing of suggestive attire, athletic workout clothing, clothes advertising or promoting drugs or alcohol, and jeans with holes or patches is not permitted. Scrubs must be in clean and in good condition. Hair should be clean, combed, and neatly trimmed or arranged. Those with long hair must keep it up and back to avoid falling forward into the client's face. Sideburns, mustaches, or beards must be kept neatly trimmed. Photo ID badges should be worn at all times during on a job. Tattoos must be covered, no face piercing, and no fingernails. A caregiver must not leave the client alone during a shift, or share information or ask for client's information. A caregiver must not smoke in the client's home or have a drink with them, even if the client offers it to them. They should also not accept gifts or borrow anything without clearing it with the family and ConsidraCare first. A caregiver must not exchange money with the client, bring friends or family members to the client's home, and they must not use the client's phone for personal use. We have a zero tolerance policy for the following: no showing tardiness without notice, discrimination, disrespect, neglect, or abuse towards our clients, discrimination, abuse, violence, and harassment of our colleagues, alcohol, drugs, weapon, and theft at work, in client's home, transportation, or in office. There is also 4 strikes for shift refusal without valid reasons. Here are our time off or resignation procedure. In terms of time off, please request time off at least 4 weeks in advance so we can arrange backup for the client. We need to keep in mind that clients can never be left alone or without care. In terms of appointments, please provide our office 48 hours of notice for any non-emergency appointments such as doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. You can do this by giving us a call or sending us an email. In terms of resignation, please provide our office with 2 weeks of notice by sending us a resignation letter through an email, or you can also drop it off to our office to allow us to find a replacement caregiver for the client. Warnings and corrective measures. For minor performance and conduct problems, employees may be issued at least a verbal warning. For repeated minor problems or a more serious problem, an employee may receive a discipline report or a written warning and corrective action notice. The supervisor may suspend an employee pending an investigation of the fact in questions and a determination of the appropriate response. Moving on, we'll discuss the caregiver benefits and incentives. ConsidraCare provides our caregivers with career advancement. This includes giving them access to free university courses on dementia care and Alzheimer's care. It is the TIMESHEETS university courses. We do provide them with $25 award once completion of these courses. Informative newsletters, paid high-quality training, which is the GPA certificate. Recognition program. Caregiver of the Month award is given to a caregiver who has performed the best throughout the month. A certificate and a gift card is awarded to the caregiver. Savings. Reimbursement for vulnerable sector check, as well as paid mileage for caregivers who are working with 2 different clients during the day. 3-hour shift premium. Any caregivers working the 3-hour shift during the day receive a $2 per hour for the 3-hour shift. High-tech platform. Mobile app for checking in and checking out, planning and delivery of care, automatic updates for families throughout the app as well. ongoing support. Our caregiving team receives a caring and supportive management. The management does regular check-ins with the caregiving to ensure they're doing well and if they need any training, further training while working with the client. Caregiver duties as per the job description. Typical duties of the caregivers include building a one-on-one relationship with the client, helping clients maintain their routine and independence, keeping clients' families updated through ConsidraCare app, medication and exercise reminders, planning and preparing quality meals, light housekeeping work such as sweeping, vacuuming, laundry for the client, providing personal care, assisting with bathing, grooming, toileting, incontinence care, etc. Moving around the client, getting in and out of the bed or shower, helping a person with Alzheimer's or dementia by gently orienting them, running errands such as grocery shopping, picking up prescriptions, and driving senior to appointments. Keeping in mind that the caregivers must always follow the care plan, they may be required to lift 20 to 30 kgs from time to time. Housekeeping, laundry, cooking is for the client only, not for the entire family unless agreed in the employment agreement. Moving on, we'll discuss the universal precautions that all of the employees need to follow while at work, while taking care of the seniors. Wash hands. Be sure to wash your hands upon entering and upon leaving a client's home, before cooking, eating, and serving meals, after taking client to the washroom or blowing nose. Encourage your clients and their family members to wash hands frequently as well. There are 5 ways to good hand washing. Wash the palms of your hands with soap. Wash the back of your hands. Wash between the fingers. Wash your fingertips. And wash your thumb. And finally, you can rinse it off. Wearing of gloves. Using gloves is very important in the following situations. Working with bodily fluids such as blood, urine, vomit, and mucus. While toileting the client, while giving shower to the client, while providing personal care to the client. Note that caregivers will be provided gloves by ConsidraCare. Situations requiring immediate action. Take immediate action by calling 911 if your client is experiencing the following: no breathing or no pulse, slurred speech, signs of stroke, paralysis, severe bleeding, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, broken bones after a fall, vomiting blood, bleeding from the rectum, chest pain, sharp and pressured pain in the stomach and back area. Call the ConsidraCare office immediately for any of the following situations. If you've called 911, if there is any changes to the care needs of the client, if there are any disagreement with the client falls, client gets sick or has cough or sore throat, client refuses to take medication, client took the wrong medication. Tell a client to call us if they need to change the shift or cancel any shifts. If the client is acting differently or showing early signs of sickness is also when you give us a call. For the next part of this orientation, we'll be going through the app training. The app is called ConsidraCare Caregiver app. ConsidraCare's Caregiver app allows easy delivery of high quality and reduces caregiver stress. It helps with clients' care plan at caregiver's fingertips, reminders for critical care tasks, tracking of clients' vitals, automatic updates for the families, timesheet management, checking in and checking out for the live-out caregivers. Here is how you would download the app on an Android phone. Search for Google Play app on your phone and click on it. Type ConsidraCare in the search bar and press the search icon. Select ConsidraCare and press install. After the app finishes installing, press open. Here is how you would download the app on an Apple phone. Open the App Store, type ConsidraCare in the search bar and press the search icon. Select ConsidraCare and press the download icon. After the app finishes downloading, press open. Here is how you log in. Open the app, enter the email address you used for your portal account. You will receive a 6-digit code in your SMS or email. Enter a 6-digit code in the verification screen. For security, you will only have 1 minute to enter the code. If you miss the window, press send again to receive another code. You will then see the home screen. On top of the home screen, you'll have the menu. Right below the menu, you'll have the dates. You can scroll left or right and touch a date to see the schedule. Right under the date, you will have the shifts for the day. For each shift, you will see client name, address, shift time, shift status, such as completed, not started, missed shifts. In order to refresh the shifts, you would use 2 fingers and scroll down. Below the shifts, you have the main options. This includes daily tasks, vitals, and care plan. This will only be shown once a shift is active. How to clock in. You should clock in within the 7th minute of shift start, not more than 100 meters away from the client's home. Make sure your GPS is on. In order to find the clocking page, you must click on Daily Schedule from the main menu. Once you're on the clock-in page, you'll be able to see the care plan, shift tasks, and notes for you to review before you start your shift. Below this, you will see the address of the client, how far you are from the client, and how many minutes before your shift starts. Below this, you will see the map, which will let you know how far you are from the client and where the client's home is located. As you can see, there is a red house, and it'll also show yourself where you are located at the time. In order to check in, press on Clock In. This button will be green if you're starting a shift within 7 minutes of the start time and clocking in within the 100 meters of the client's home. If you clock in too early or too late or too far, you will be asked for an explanation, and we will get an alarm and we will call you if needed. Once you've answered the questions, you can then clock in. Once you've received the clock-in confirmation, which will give you the time of clock-in and the time of your shift end, is when you've clocked in. How to complete shift tasks. The shift tasks screen allows you to track and complete critical tasks. This is the best way to connect with the family and show your value. The tasks are set by the ConsidraCare team and the client. You can supplement them with your own daily notes. Once you've clocked in, this is the screen that you would see. On top of the screen, you're able to find the clock out button. Below the clock out button, you will have all of your tasks for the day. Orange tasks are the ones you've skipped. You can skip a task by touching on a task and selecting Skip. Green tasks are the ones you've already completed. And white tasks are the ones that have not been completed yet. If you check out without completing them, you will be marked as Miss Shift Log. This is how you would complete or skip a task. Touch the activity you want to complete. Enter notes. Take a photo if you want. It really helps the family appreciate your work. You can upload the photo right below the notes. Touch Skip or Complete. Once you've added your notes in a picture, you can press on Complete. If you'd like to skip the tasks, and the reason why you would skip a task if a client is not interested in completing that task at the moment, you can then press Skip. You can also add notes by clicking on the Note button for the families for any activities not listed under the tasks. Recording vitals. The ConsidraCare app allows you to record your client's vitals so you can track their well-being. The family gets to see the vitals in the family portal automatically. This also saves you time to report the vitals if requested by the family or the doctor. To find the vital page, you'd click on Vitals from the menu option. On top of the page, you can select if you want to see all vitals or selected vitals. You can also sort the vitals by time, latest on top or oldest on top. You can also touch the chart icon to see the chart and historic reading of the vitals. As you can see here, you're able to look at the list of all vitals you have recorded during the shift. In order to record the vital, you will go on the orange plus button. Once you've clicked on the button, you would touch which vitals you'd like to record. A new page will open asking you to record the readings. Once recorded, you will click on Confirm. When you record a vital, it gets automatically added to the client's log. The client's family can also track the vitals in their own client portal. Accessing the care plans. The care plan option allows you to review the care plan of your active clients. Note that you're only able to access the care plan once you've clocked in. The care plan can be accessed on the clock-in page or from the icon in the bottom when a shift is in progress. Note, for security reasons, Client Care Plan is not available for clients whose shifts has been completed or for shifts on future days. The care plan includes the name of the client, date of birth, height and weight, gender, as well as medication that they need to take. Caregivers must review the care plan at the start of the shift when they're working with a new client. The care plan for each client is created by ConsidraCare team in consulting with the family members and the client. ConsidraCare updates the care plan for all clients at least once a month after consulting with the family and the caregiver. Clocking out. You must clock out after a shift is completed. The app will automatically calculate the hours you worked and create a timesheet. You can clock out by pressing the clock out button on top of the daily tasks screen. If you clock out too early or too late, you will be given a warning and you would need to answer the questions to explain the reason. We might contact you to understand the reason as well. Once you've clicked on clock out, you will then be directed to answer a few more questions, which is the following. Clocking out. The caregiver needs to fill a short clock out form before clocking out. These are some of the questions that the caregivers need to answer. Record any unpaid breaks you took during the shift. You will need to pay for them. Record any clock out notes which you want to share with us. Record any mileage if you drove the client to hospital or pharmacy. Record any expenses for the client, such as parking during a hospital visit. You will then need to get the signature of the client, and if the client is unable to sign, you would click on Unable to Sign before you clock out. Once all the questions are completed, you will click on the green button saying Clock Out to successfully clock out after your shift. Timesheets. You can access your timesheets from the My Timesheets option in the top menu. Timesheets are automatically created by the app. Our team reviews and approves all the timesheets within 1 to 2 weeks of completion. If there are any issues in the timesheet, we will be contacting you to confirm. Log. The log records any activities in the app, such as completed tasks, skipped tasks, check-in and check-out, and the timings of each task. This information is also sent to the client's family on a daily basis. Menu. The menu allows you to perform various administrative tasks and change certain settings. This includes changing the key profile items. Placement contract can be seen within the menu. You're also able to see the timesheet for the week. Change the password if needed. Review the ConsidraCare's term for use for this app. Checking in and checking out. Make sure you've downloaded the ConsidraCare app onto your phone before your shift. When you arrive at the client's home, you can check in, and upon completion of the shift, you need to check out. Check in only once you're with the client, not outside the door or parking lot of the hospital or facility. You will be asked to enter your ConsidraCare ID, which you can find at the back of your badge. If you are not able to check in using the app during any issue, you can contact our office so we can check you in through a system on our side. Make sure you do contact us if you're experiencing any issues, because payroll will be based upon check-in and check-out history. How to succeed as a caregiver with ConsidraCare. Attend all scheduled shifts and be on time. Make sure to check in and check out of all of your shifts at right time. Never be absent for a shift without providing required notice. It is treated as position abandonment and puts the client at risk. Review and follow the care plan and complete the daily tasks precisely. Provide care with compassion, dignity, and respect. Here are some frequently asked questions. What if the app isn't working? If the app isn't working, check the data connection, log out and log back in. If it's still not working, uninstall and reinstall the app. Why I can't see my booked shifts? In order to see your booked shift, you would go to the daily schedule screen and swipe down to refresh the page. If you're still experiencing the issue, log out and log back in. Is the client's home safe to work in? The answer is yes, because assessments are completed with clients. ConsidraCare has daily communication with the client. Caregivers do a safety evaluation on the first visit and let us know immediately if they see any issues or concerns. After this orientation, we will be sending you the following documents. Make sure to read and familiarize yourself with these documents and ask questions if needed. These documents will include your employee manual, ConsidraCare booklet, and your client's plan of care. Thank you for listening to this orientation and for your attention during the orientation. We're here if you need us. You can give us a call or leave us a message at the number displayed on the screen during office hours, which is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. You could also leave us an email at caregivers@considracare.com. We are available 24/7 if there is an emergency. Thank you and take care.